Hello. Recording in progress. वो तो होगी लेकिन उन ना आवाज नहीं जा रही है उनको ना उनकी तरफ से आ रही है. हेलो.
Hello, sir.
हाँ. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Sorry for the interruption. Thank you. Okay, let us resume. We were proving this third part. ये दरमियान में इंटरप्शन हो जाती है और रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो जाती है. So it takes time bit. Now we prove this third part. In this third part, we prove that M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement is equal to M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. Now you know that if you have two sets M1 and M2 and you take their union, so you get a bigger set containing elements of M1 and also elements of M2. So we have this M1 is contained in M1 union M2 intersection. Similarly, M2 is contained in M1 union M2 because elements of M1 are contained in this set, elements of M2 are contained in this union. So both M1 and M2 are the subsets of this union. And then we have by part 1. Part 2 में हमने प्रूव किया that if M1 is contained in M2, then what will be the relation between their orthogonal complement? In orthogonal complement, the inclusion is reversed. That is, M1 contains M2 or M2 is contained in M1. So using your part 1, in the first case, when M1 is contained in M1 union M2, अब दोनों साइड का अगर आप ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ले लें, अब ये इंक्लूजन रिवर्स हो जाएगा. मींस M1 union M2 orthogonal complement is contained in M1 orthogonal complement. Similarly, अब यहाँ पे आपके पास M2 is contained in this set M1 union M2 intersection union M1 union M2. अब यहाँ पे भी by second part, अगर आप दोनों साइड का ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ले लें, ये यहाँ पे जो इंक्लूजन है that is M2 is contained in M1 union M2, ये आपका रिवर्स हो जाएगा and you get that M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement contains M2 orthogonal complement. अब ये union orthogonal complement of M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement contains is contained in M1 orthogonal complement. Similarly, this M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement is contained in M2 orthogonal complement. अब लेफ्ट हैंड साइड दोनों सेट्स में कंटेन कर रहे, मींस लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के एलिमेंट्स M1 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट में भी है और वही एलिमेंट्स M2 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स में भी है. So if you take the intersection of M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement, so the right hand side, left hand side will contain in their intersection as well. So these two statements imply that M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement is contained in M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. This was for the union. When you take union of the two sets, their orthogonal complement is contained in M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. अच्छा, second part में, in second part we prove that M1 orthogonal complement union M2 orthogonal complement is contained in M1 intersection M2 whole complement. Now to prove this, we consider any arbitrary element now. We have not yet proved the first part of this three में हमने equality show कर दिया, एक inclusion हमने show कर लिया, that is M1 कहाँ गया, this M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement is contained in M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. अब इसका रिवर्स हम शो करेंगे, that M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement contains M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. If we could show this, then this will give you that the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Right. Now to prove the reverse inclusion, we consider any element, any arbitrary element X in M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement, and we will show that this element, arbitrary element, belongs to M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement, and then this will give you that sorry, M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement is contained in M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement, and from then this two you will get the equality. So क्या हमने assume किया, we consider this arbitrary element in M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. So using the definition of intersection, this means that this X will belong to M1 orthogonal complement and belong to M2 orthogonal complement. अगर union होता फिर यहाँ पे R आ जाता, but here we have assumed that X belongs to the intersection. So this X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement and X2 orthogonal complement, दोनों में common है. Then by definition, since X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement, so its intersection with every element of M1 will be 0. Since X belongs to M orthogonal complement, then by definition, X U inner product is 0. Of U क्या है? U is any element in M1. This is by definition, and also X belongs to M2 orthogonal complement. By definition, the inner product of this element will be with every element of M2 will be 0. That is, XV inner product is 0 for every V in M2. Hence, XV inner product is 0 for all V in M1 union M2. See? V is an element of M2, right? ये जरा नोट कर लें ताकि confusion में confusion now. Here XV inner product is 0 for all V in M1 union M2. अब ये किसका एलिमेंट है? M2 का. तो जाहिर है इस यूनियन का भी एलिमेंट होगा because it's a bigger set. So this is also true for every V in M1 union M2. And so by definition, this X will belong to M1 union M2 orthogonal complement, right? और ये हमने show करना था. And thus we have that M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement contained in M1 intersection M2 or orthogonal complement. So from this inclusion and the above inclusion, we have that this M1 union M2 whole orthogonal complement is equal to M1 orthogonal complement intersection M2 orthogonal complement. And this completes the proof of first part of this 3. अब चूंकि 3 में 2 parts है, now we prove for the intersection M1 intersection M2 whole orthogonal complement that contains this M1 orthogonal complement union M2 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. ये नोट कर लें डिफरेंस यूनियन में और इंटरसेक्शन में फर्क है. यूनियन में अगर आप ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ले लें दैट इज इक्वल टू द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ M1 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट इंटरसेक्शन M2 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. लेकिन इंटरसेक्शन में इक्वालिटी नहीं है, बट M1 intersection M2 whole orthogonal complement contains M1 orthogonal complement union M2 orthogonal complement. कहीं गलती नहीं करनी that this is equal to the intersection of or union of M1 orthogonal complement union M2 orthogonal complement. Not equality, but this inclusion. So to prove this, we assume that अच्छा जैसे ऊपर हमने कहा था M1 and M2 are two sets. If we take their union, so we get a bigger set, and the elements of M1 will be contained in this set. That is, M1 is a subset of M1 union M2. अब अगर इंटरसेक्शन ले ले M1 और M2 का, ये आपके पास स्मॉलर सेट बन जाएगा, and this will contained in M1. Similarly, this intersection is contained in M2 as well. And this then gives us again using part 2. Part 2 में क्या था, if A is contained in B, then B orthogonal complement is contained in A orthogonal complement. So using part B, since M1 intersection M2 is contained in M1, so by second part we have that M1 orthogonal complement is contained in M1 intersection M2 orthogonal complement. Similarly, since M1 intersection M2 is contained in M2 orthogonal 2, अब इनके ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट में दोनों साइड का अगर आप ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ले लें, then this will give you that M2 orthogonal complement is contained in M1 intersection M2 orthogonal complement. अब M1 orthogonal complement is contained in this whole orthogonal complement. M2 orthogonal complement is also contained in M1 intersection M2 whole orthogonal complement. So will be their union. And this completes the proof of second part. Now we come to the fourth part. In fourth part, we prove that M1 orthogonal complement is equal to M1 triple orthogonal complement. जैसे पहले मैंने कहा था that we are not going to define third orthogonal complement of a set because it gives you the set, the orthogonal complement of the set, first orthogonal complement. So we prove this result. We have that by part 1. Part 1 में क्या है that every set is contained in its double orthogonal complement. By part 1 we have that कहाँ गया ये, this is M1 is contained in M1 double orthogonal complement. And so by 2, अब यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया इस लाइन में, सेकेंड लाइन में we replaced this we took this orthogonal complement of both sides. So you get this M1 double orthogonal complement. अब इसका orthogonal complement that will contained in M1 orthogonal complement, because M1 is contained in M1 double orthogonal complement. दोनों साइड का अगर आप orthogonal complement ले ले, then this inequality will reverse. या इसको आप यूं भी लिख सकते हैं, M double orthogonal complement, इसको लिख सकते हैं M triple orthogonal complement, and that is contained in M1 orthogonal complement. Call this number 1. We prove the reverse inequality. Also by 1 we have that M1 is contained in M1 double orthogonal complement. अब यहाँ पे सेट आपका M1 है, M1 is contained in its double orthogonal complement. अब M को इसी रिजल्ट में अगर आप रिप्लेस कर लें बाय पहले तो आप इसका वो ले लें, ये यहाँ पे M1 is contained in M1 डबल ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. इसी रिजल्ट में M1 को रिप्लेस कर ले बाय M1 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. रिलेशन क्या बन जाएगी? बिकॉज M1 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट इज आल्सो ए सबसेट. Replacing M1 by M1 orthogonal complement, on the right hand side you will get this यहाँ पे ये M1 orthogonal complement is contained लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, राइट हैंड साइड पे M डबल ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट था, उसको आपने रिप्लेस कर लिया बाय M ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. आपके पास आ जाएगा M ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट होल डबल ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट. आपने कुछ नहीं करना. दिस व्हाट यू नो बाय पार्ट 1, that every subset is contained in its double orthogonal complement. अब इस सेट को आप रिप्लेस कर लें by M orthogonal complement, you get this relation M1 orthogonal complement is contained in M triple orthogonal complement. Call this number 2. Now look at 1 and 2, these two then imply that M1 orthogonal complement is equal to M1 triple orthogonal complement. So because of this reason, we are not going to define third orthogonal complement of a set, because it gives you the first orthogonal complement. And then we come to this fourth result. If M is a subset of a Hilbert space H, and if you take its orthogonal complement and then the union of the set with its orthogonal complement, intersection, this intersection is contained in the set consisting 0. So this result says this fifth result rather. नहीं, मेरे ख्याल में fourth है, this fourth result. Fourth में तो हमारे पास ट्रिपल ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट था. दिस fifth result. The intersection of set with its orthogonal complement is always a subset of the set consisting 0 alone. Means M intersection M orthogonal complement is contained in the set consisting 0. This what we are going to prove in this fifth part. अब चूंकि इंटरसेक्शन ले रहे हैं आप, दो सेट्स का दो पॉसिबिलिटी आपके पास हो सकती है कि ये इंटरसेक्शन आपका एम्प्टी भी हो सकता है, मींस इन दो सेट में कोई एलिमेंट कॉमन ना हो, और ये भी हो सकता है कि कुछ एलिमेंट कॉमन हो. सो वी कंसीडर बोथ द पॉसिबिलिटी. फर्स्ट वी से दैट M ये एक सेट है, M1 ऑर्थोगोनल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ये आपका पास दूसरा सेट है, and we are taking their intersection. If this intersection is empty, then clearly M1 intersection M2 orthogonal complement, which is equal to pi, and you know that empty set is a subset of every set. ठीक है, ये अब empty set है, so by that result that empty set is a subset of every set. Right पे side पे आपके पास non-empty set है, although it contains only 0, so this subset is contained in 0. So we have that M intersection M1 intersection M1 orthogonal complement is contained in the set 0. This is in the case when this intersection is M. अब अगर ये intersection non-empty है, what happens there? उस केस में भी you get the same result. वो कैसे? We suppose that M1 intersection M2 is non-empty, right? अब जो हमने non-empty कह दिया, so it will contain at least one element in common. So we say that let X belong to M1 intersection M2. ठीक है, कम से कम एक एलिमेंट कॉमन इसमें होगा, because we are saying that M1 intersection M2 is non-empty. So this assume that this X is an element in this intersection. Then by the definition of intersection, this X will belong to M1 and also to its orthogonal complement. And so we have that if X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement, by definition, this means that its inner product with every element of M1 will be 0, right? So we have this X inner product is 0. Let me repeat once again. X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement. M orthogonal one element complement को कोई element कब belong करेगा? When its inner product with every element of M1 is 0. ठीक है, अब M1 में तो X भी है ना, X M1 orthogonal complement को भी belong कर रहे हैं, और ये X M1 को भी belong कर रहे हैं. So its inner product of this X with this X will be 0 by definition. And then by the relation between norm and inner product, we get that X norm square is equal to, this is by relation between norm and inner product. The right hand side is equal to X norm square, which is 0. और किसी वेक्टर का नाम कब 0 होता है? When this vector X is itself 0. So this implies that X is equal to 0. And obviously 0 belongs to this set consisting 0. That is X belongs to this. Hence M1 intersection M2 orthogonal complement is contained in 0. क्योंकि X हमने लिया तो हुआ था इस intersection में, when this intersection is non-empty, and we showed that this X also belongs to this set consisting 0. Hence M1 intersection M2 is contained in the set consisting 0 in both cases when this intersection is empty or non-empty. Right now we prove the sixth part. Sixth part में क्या है? We prove that the orthogonal complement of any set is a closed subspace. यहाँ पे मैंने वो definition लिखवाई है. Recall that a subset M of a linear space X is called a subspace of X if for any X, Y in M and then a scalar alpha beta, alpha X plus beta Y belong to M. If this condition is satisfied by M, then we say that the set M is a subspace. ये वही दो कंडीशन है जो पहले मैंने कहा था, that M is closed under scalar multiplication and secondly closed under addition. उन दो कंडीशन को आप कंबाइन करके इस सिंगल फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं, आर अल्फा एक्स प्लस बीटा वाई बिलोंग टू एम. So we have to prove this. In order to show that this M1 orthogonal complement is a closed subspace. ये condition है सिर्फ for subspace. First we show that the subset M1 is a subspace. So we consider two elements x and y in M1 orthogonal complement and two scalar alpha and beta. And then we have to show that alpha x plus beta y belong to M orthogonal complement. If we could show this, then you can say that M1 orthogonal complement is a subspace. Right. Now to prove this, we consider any element, say U in M1. Then X U inner product is 0. Why? Because X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement. So its inner product with every element U in M1 will be 0. Also, Y belong to M1 orthogonal complement. Y भी M1 orthogonal complement को belong कर रहे. So by definition, its inner product with U will be 0. And so we can write this inner product alpha x plus beta y. U is, using the definition of inner product, this can be written as splitting this inner product on the left hand side is alpha x u plus beta y u inner product. And then using the condition of inner product, taking this scalar outside because it's appear with the first element, so you don't get any bar over here it. So this first term is equal to alpha time x u inner product plus beta y u inner product, but both x u inner product and y u inner product are 0. So this whole right hand side is 0. And you get that alpha x plus beta y u inner product is 0. अब u हमने किसका एलिमेंट लिया हुआ था? M1 का. This means that alpha x plus beta y belong to M1 orthogonal complement. By definition, we have that alpha x plus beta y belong to M1 orthogonal complement. This shows that M1 orthogonal complement is a subspace. Set हमने consider किया हुआ था and we proved that it is a subspace using the result that if M is a subset of a vector space V, then when this subset will be a vector space, this subset is a vector space if it is closed under addition and scalar multiplication. अब इसी result को हमने use किया and we proved that this set M1 orthogonal complement is closed under addition and also closed under scalar multiplication. Hence, this subset is a subspace. Next, we prove that this subspace M1 orthogonal complement is closed. अब closed की definition अभी मैंने बताई. When a subset or subspace is closed, a subset or a subspace is closed if we consider a convergent sequence, say xn, in the subset or subspace converging to a limit, say x. If this limit also belongs to the subset or subspace, then we say that the set or subspace is closed. अब मैंने पहले कह दिया था कि किसी सेट का लिमिट हमेशा सेट के अंदर नहीं होता, बाहर भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर इसे लिमिट पे हम रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगा दें that this limit also belong to the set or the subspace, then we say that it is closed. So we consider any convergent sequence xn in this M1 orthogonal complement converging to some limit, say x. We have to prove that this limit also belongs to M orthogonal complement. So in order to prove that M1 orthogonal complement is closed, it is enough to show that X belongs to M1 orthogonal complement. To prove this, consider any element, say U in M1. Then we can write XU in our product is X आपके किसके बराबर है? It's the limit of the sequence Xn. So instead of this limit, we put the sequence taking limit n tends to infinity and U. But you know that norm is